Welcome back. Joining us now is Daniel Williams, a transformational coach with a passion for mentoring and guiding individuals towards meaningful change. He's one of the keynote speakers at the upcoming Men's Day, hosted by the Trauma Healing Network, under the theme, The Inner Man, the Heart of a King, Leading with Integrity. Now, Daniel has dedicated his work to empowering men and women to embrace authentic leadership and live lives grounded in purpose and integrity. He's with us this evening. Daniel, good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Nina. Good evening, viewers.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Well, as I mentioned, you are going to be one of the speakers at the Men's Day event under this very powerful theme, the inner man, the heart of a king and leading with integrity. What does this theme mean to you personally, Daniel?
Well, I tell you what, when I was asked that I should come up with a theme, of course, as in today's life, we as man, we literally suffer in silence. Man's emotions are depressed, and therefore the inner man never really gets the proper healing that it should. And that's why you see all the outbursts out there in society, men getting themselves involved in violent activities, suicidal activities, domestic violence, and all sorts of wrongdoing. So I wanted to speak to the man specifically from within, that gentle, caring, loving kind of being that is within the man that many don't see from the outside persona. So that's what it means to me, to speak to the gentle, soft, charismatic, caring, loving individual.
Yeah. When they say leading with integrity, that phrase, what does that mean in your own words?
We say the heart of a king, right? So if you look at a king, what do you think? Automatically you think royal. And what is royal attached to? Integrity. You understand? So many a times we as man, we don't embrace ourselves. And even in society don't really embrace ourselves or don't give ourselves so much recognition as should be because of the connotation that, a man is there, he needs to uphold, he needs to provide, he needs to protect, but we don't get embraced. So,
in your work as a transformational coach, Daniel, what have you uncovered are some of the biggest challenges that men face?
Oh boy, so many. But if I can just handpick one of the key, if I may call it key alerts, is that men don't speak out. Men suppressed emotions, and men find motives and wrong ways of coping with their emotions. And many a times it leads to a destructive, outburst. So secondly, also being saying that is that men resort to destruction many a times, if you look at it. Because we're not known for nurturers as you as a woman, per se. We're not known for getting in touch with our emotions as you would. You would probably call up a girlfriend and say, hey, listen, girl, I'm not in one of my good spaces today. And she'd be like, oh, let's go for a glass of wine. We men don't do that. We men call each other up and, how's it? Oh, good. It's all about that persona of being mature. So men don't speak out. Now, as we speak with some of the events that I have done, there's actually a huge outcry from men, surprisingly, that they want to have someone to talk to. Yeah.
Mentoring is a big part of the work that you do, Daniel. Why do you believe mentoring is such an important tool when it comes to, shaping strong, responsible individuals and perhaps even strong, responsible leaders?
Well, in many cases, mentorship is, if I would put it in my own words, is when I come to you or you come to me, Nina, and you say, you know what, I have a struggle in a certain area or a certain character within me. For instance, I'm someone that cannot speak out. I'm, for instance, someone that is not comfortable in a crowd.
Yeah.
So now what a mentor does is I always explain this to people. I take your hand. I give you that confidence. I give you that comfort. That is a mentor. And until such time that you are able to evolve yourself as an individual.
Platforms like this are really important to sort of bridge those gaps that you've mentioned when it comes to men expressing themselves and having an outlet, and also just changing their approach perhaps in certain ways or their mindsets around certain things. So what impact is it, do you hope, that this event will have on the men who attend on the day?
You know, funny enough, when I get asked that question, I say that if I can touch one man, one man's heart, I have won. So that's my aim. One man that is solely there at the right time, the right place, and that man sits either with a hurdle or either with a massive, and I mean a massive weight, and I can take that weight off through this event, impacting him, giving him the tools, giving him the guidance, the solutions. I rest my case.
Daniel, just lastly, as we round up in our discussion, in your view, what does it take for a man to truly embody the heart of a king?
Well, beautifully said, beautifully asked. I think we don't do that as much. We rather cite it with our masculineness, you understand? We don't understand that as men, like I said before, we don't understand that we need to embrace ourselves at times. I need to be able to wake up in the morning and say to myself, I actually say this a lot to my clients, that I give them the mirror exercise. I call it the mirror exercise, where I say that the mirror is your best friend. Even though the mirror is actually supposedly the woman's best friend, as known. But for a man, picture this, just depict this. You wake up in the morning, get yourself ready, and you go stand in the mirror and you say, you got this.
Yeah, do some affirmations.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now that's when you are speaking to a king, because when you step out of your environment, the world waits for you with all sorts of elicities, all sorts, and I mean all sorts. So if you don't affirm yourself as a king status, trust me, you're gonna tumble.
Yeah. Daniel, do you have the details to when, where the event will be happening, and if anybody that's watching and has some questions, how can they go about contacting?
Oh, perfect. The event is scheduled for the 20th of September, and it's at the Francisco restaurant. I think a lot of us knows is the Frango International, just right opposite the Robert Mugabe Clinic.
That's right.
Tickets go for $180. They can reach out to the Bible Society under the Trauma Healing Network. They can reach out to Miss Bernarda, and she will then take it from there.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, we wish you all the best, and thank you so much for taking time out today to speak to us.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Well, that was Daniel Williams speaking to us this evening. He's going to be one of the speakers at the Men's Day event hosted by the Trauma Healing Network under a beautiful theme titled The Inner Man, the Heart of a King, Leading with Integrity. And if you'd like some more information on how you're able to attend, etc., please contact the Trauma Healing Network directly or the Bible Society for more info. We'll be right